This conversation starts calm and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Media.
Jazara,
Zara. Yes.
Jazara, look at them
Yes.
lips, girl. What's going on?
Ah,
What you got for
yeah,
me?
it's the
What did I
black
mess up
tea.
on? How am I wrong
Okay.
tonight? I usually am. Go ahead.
Now, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I agree with a lot of the things that you're saying.
But,
With there's no but. It's
hmm
just in pertaining to the title. I used to want a sugar daddy when I was a bit younger, but I realized that it's not for me, and it was just like a lazy way out. I actually have a question for you.
uh-huh.
Um, Being that I want to, get married, I know that high value men date high value women. How do I, attract a high value man? Because I know that men aren't
Oh,
necessarily
okay.
impressed with their degrees and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay. I get it. You could have done the sugar daddy thing with your looks, but you didn't want to do that because
Hmm.
it just wasn't your thing.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, it wasn't my
So
thing.
I gotta ask some questions.
Hmm.
How old are you?
I'm 22,
32? 30,
22,
32.
22.
All right. And you're from the
Yeah.
islands?
Yes, I'm from Jamaica.
All right. Are you still there or are you in the States?
I'm still here.
Okay. Could be challenging. Any children?
No.
Okay. The reason I say it could be challenging is because the different economies.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why you haven't moved to the States?
Well, I don't know, I guess it's just that I love staying home. I thought about going overseas to finish my studies, but I just didn't really come to the
Uh,
conclusion.
all
I
right. So
decided to stay
here's the
home.
thing: is if you want a high value man,
Mm-hmm.
you have a better chance of being found by one if you are where they are. Think the
Mm-hmm.
high value men that come to Jamaica are
Yeah, but for
are
vacation,
already there for vacation with their wife,
yeah.
significant other, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe on some sort of when I went and we were kicking it in hedonism, we were on some but they're not there for no one's really coming to Jamaica to look for their misses. That's like sand to the beach.
Yeah.
So that's number one. If you can make it to the States, make it to the States. Because is it common in Jamaica for a man to be able to make enough money for your wife not to work?
No, that's the thing. It's actually taboo here because initially I never thought about being a stay-at-home wife. I have no
Right.
problem working, but
Uh-huh.
I'm open to the fact that, if I meet a man who's able to take care of me, I have no problem being a housewife and a mother of four. Because even though I'm 22,
hmm
I really, really wish I was currently
Did
married.
you say 22 or 32?
22.
22. Girl, if you don't
Yes.
get your ass over to the States, what are you talking about? I thought you said 32.
No, I'm
No,
22.
what the hell, man? You better come over. Hey, look, what do you do for a living?
I'm currently a student, but
All right,
I work
and going. What are you going to school for?
psychology. I know how you
Oh
feel about
shit.
that. Initially, it was
Ah
zoology. I was
shit.
doing biology, and then I changed it.
No, we
But
gotta stop that. I
yeah,
need
but
you.
see,
I need
COVID-19.
no. Listen to your godfather. You've heard me
Okay.
talk to too many psych chicks, niece. You've heard it. Come to the States, study economics,
Hmm.
art history, something like that. Get a job waiting tables at a high end restaurant, uh, a steakhouse, or something like that. Move to a major international city with an international airport.
Hmm.
Uh, Miami's near. There's the Dolphins. There's the Heat. Look, you got to be around where high value businessmen matriculate and go when they're looking. You're 22. Don't waste 5 years because you are don't want to be homesick. Airplanes
Hmm.
fly back to Jamaica too. If you don't
I
hop
hear
your ass
that,
off that island
but
and
you
get on a
said to
banana boat or something,
switch to like,
if you don't get
you
your ass
said
on
to
a banana
switch,
boat and come on over here and start playing,
you said to switch to a major like economics and history,
well, and then why
and
did I tell you
this,
that? Why did I tell you that?
yeah, Probably so I can get, financially literate, so I can talk to
No,
these men.
because these kind of courses,
Mhm.
when guys are going to school for law, medicine, when
Mhm.
they're trying to become a politician, economics, law. See, psychology, it's a problematic
I know
degree.
how you
It's a
feel.
problematic degree unless you're going to actually become a clinician.
Mm.
And if your degree is not going to really do you any corporate good, it should do you some social good. Meaning,
Mhm.
let's say you went to school for art history.
Mhm.
There's a ton of stuff you could do in the arts, museums, the kind of stuff to put you around people with money. You're needing to be found by your husband, is more or less the case. Okay. And it'll be much easier to be found by that kind of man because you're young enough and you have the
Mhm.
look. So make it easy on yourself. What do you think? Let's just take it away from black folks. White girls go to college and do this all the time. They go to Rutgers or University of Pennsylvania, Penn State, Stanford, NYU, and they'll be majoring in art history or
Mhm.
economics or English or something. What are they going to school for?
Yeah,
To
but
get.
you
Go
see
ahead.
the thing that kind of okay, continue. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Ask your question.
Oh, the thing that kind of stirred me away was because my parents were paying for my tuition, and then something went wrong with the family business, and I have had to switch over to going through student loans.
Yeah.
So while going through the problems, I'm like, do I really want to, go through with this degree and then have to, focus on paying off student loans? Because then all I'm gonna be is a young graduate with a lot of debt,
Yeah.
and I know I have my femininity, but
Well,
I'm trying to figure out what else I can do so I can
well,
become a high value woman.
well. If you don't want to go to college to finish your
Hmm.
schooling, you still need to be in an international city. I understand not wanting to go into college debt. I get that, especially for a
Hmm.
degree that you may find useless. I get that, but you still have to be in a place. No, I've told a young lady who was very attractive. She was in Akron, Ohio. I'm like, no, you gotta move. See what you're
Hmm.
gonna see. If I told you, Zara, is that out? Zara?
Yeah, Jazara.
Jazara. You have a nickname or is it just Jazara?
You can just call me Jazz.
Okay, Jazz. Okay, Jazz. If I said move to let me give you Charlotte, move to Charlotte, and I can guarantee you within 3 years you're gonna have your high value husband. As soon as you get to
Really?
Charlotte, within 3 years you're gonna have your high value husband. How soon would you get to Charlotte?
I don't know, because Donald Trump, he suspended all the visas and stuff. So I can't answer that for
If
you.
God came on high and said, Jazara,
Hmm.
get to Charlotte, and inside 3 years, I'm gonna guarantee you a high value husband. How soon would you get to Charlotte?
I don't even know.
Come on, man. Now I
Yeah, but
made
that's
it
like
as simple as
risky. A
possible. I
22
made it
year
as simple
old
as
moving
possible.
to a
Let me
different
help. Let
country.
me listen. I made it as simple as possible. I
Hmm.
cannot take fear and I cannot take risk out of it. You're
Okay.
going to have to take a risk. You're going to have to take some chances, or you can get old in Jamaica. I've got to be real with you because I said it in a nice way. If I could guarantee you're gonna find a high value husband in Charlotte, I said okay. If God said it, I mean, if God told you, the answer's supposed to be if you really want what you want, you should be wanting to get there. But now you're leaning towards the well, I
Well, if
don't know
God
this and
told
that.
me, then I'd go because my main choice reason for marriage is a religious one. So if God did tell me, then yeah, I would pack and go
Well,
because
Could
definitely the
Boaz
way
find Ruth if she wasn't where she was?
Ruth went after Boaz because Boaz wasn't even looking for her, but
But
I guess it
what did I
applies
say?
to
What
me.
did I say? What was the question I asked?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Ah, that's gonna be a problem. A lot of you Jamaican women tend to be strong willed.
No, I'm very much different.
I say a
And
lot.
they
Okay,
like
if
to
you're
use
not good for you,
cliches.
I said ultimately this. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said Boaz couldn't find Ruth if she was not where she was.
That's true.
I don't care about COVID. I don't care about your debt, tuition, your family, any of the stuff you're telling me about. If you want to live that sort of lifestyle and you want to find a high value husband, you're going to have to do what your non-black counterparts do. Go where these men are, compete and risk. Or
stay in Jamaica and die old.
Or stay in Jamaica and work or whatever. But you don't have time, is what I'm saying. You're 22. You're 22, and a lot of women who find their husbands young, they've already found them. I mean, what's the oldest man you've ever dated?
The last guy I dated, he was 32. He was 10 years older than
Okay,
me.
cool. So you're used to dating older men.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the worst thing. If you come to the States and it doesn't work, you can always go back.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to go. I don't have a problem with going. You know, I just don't want to spend my 20s searching and being picky and ending up like a lot of the women in their 30s and 40s saying, "Where are the good men?" I don't want that, you know?
And
I feel like I need some guidance.
I've already given you the guide. Okay, I've given you guidance. What you want is guarantees.
Okay, I kind of say that, yeah.
Yeah. What you want is guarantees or you don't want to risk. And I'm telling you, no. The only guarantee, you continue to do what you're going to do, you're going to continue to get what you got.
Okay, so I just got to make up my mind to make the risk.
Well, if you no decision is a decision, so the more time you waste, the less likely it'll be. And that's the net of it. The world is slowed down right now. The economy's changing. Everything's in flux right now. Better to take a risk now while everybody's trying to get their stuff back together. But that would be my advice to you. And I'm going to tell that to a lot of the younger women. You're going to have to take a risk. You're going to have to take a risk. Or if not, you know, like I said, when you live in Jamaica, no one's coming down there that's not already involved, though. Sorry, that's what it is. You live where you live.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See, I need you ladies to understand something. You want a high value man. These men are by definition rare. You want men that have to go through a lot of stuff to become the men they are. And then you want this shit to be...
All right, let's break this down. Tonight's caller is 22, Jazara, trying to rewrite her whole approach to dating. She wants a high-value man, but she's in Jamaica studying psychology and hasn't positioned herself to actually be found by the kind of men she's looking for. Here's the truth. Location matters. High-value men are rare. They're busy. They move in certain circles. They're not coming to Jamaica looking for a 22-year-old student. If she wants a husband who's serious, she needs to be where the opportunities exist, period. That means a major city, international airport, places where high-value men matriculate, Miami, Charlotte, New York, whatever works. Staying home because you love it? That's comfort, not strategy. Now, her degree. Psychology is fine if you want to be a clinician, but it doesn't put you in the rooms where wealthy, ambitious men are. Economics, art history, something that increases your social capital, even jobs at high-end restaurants, these put you in proximity to the men you want. Strategy over comfort. And let's talk risk. Jazara doesn't want to risk the move because of student loans, COVID, and fear of the unknown. That's natural, but Kevin nailed it. No decision is a decision. If you do nothing, nothing changes. If she wants to be married young, she's got to take action now, not wait until 30 and wonder why her options are shrinking. She's starting from a tough spot, fantasy of sugar daddies, older men, and pickiness, but Kevin's advice is crystal clear. Get in the right place, build your network, position yourself socially and professionally. That's not luck. That's strategy. Bottom line, 22 is prime time. She's attractive, she's young, and she's got options if she's willing to risk comfort for real opportunity. If she doesn't, the dream stays just that, a dream. This one really hits because it's about long-term vision. Y'all, don't sleep on positioning yourself for the future. Strategy beats luck every time.